Ever looked in the mirror and wondered if you're good enough? This question, this feeling, is something we all grapple with at various points in our lives. It's that little voice inside that whispers, maybe I'm not as talented, as smart, as attractive, as worthy as I think I am. It's that cloud of self-doubt that often casts a shadow over our brightest moments. You're not alone in these feelings. They are part of the shared human experience. And yes, they can be uncomfortable, even painful at times. But they are also perfectly normal, and it's important to acknowledge them. In this video, we'll explore these feelings of self-doubt, of not being good enough. We'll delve into why we experience them, how they affect us, and most importantly, we'll discuss practical steps we can take when they strike. Remember, it's okay to feel this way, but let's learn how to navigate these emotions. Do you often find yourself stuck in a cycle of negative self-talk? We're diving into the concept of negative self-talk now, a recurrent dialogue that can be a profound contributor to self-doubt. This internal chatter often goes unnoticed, but it's crucial to understand that it shapes our perception of ourselves and the world around us. Negative self-talk might sound like this: I'm not good enough. I always mess things up, or no one cares about me. These statements are usually generalized and lack concrete evidence, yet they can significantly affect our self-esteem and mental well-being. Take a moment. Think about your internal dialogue. Are there recurring negative statements that you often tell yourself? It's important to recognize and acknowledge these thoughts. Why? Because awareness is power. The moment you identify these self-debilitating thoughts, you arm yourself with the ability to challenge and change them. Identifying these thoughts is the first step towards changing them. Ready to take control and start feeling better about yourself? First, let's talk about self-care. It's not just about bubble baths and face masks, although those can be delightful. True self-care is about taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. It's about regular exercise, nourishing your body with wholesome food, getting enough sleep, and taking time to unwind and relax. Next, consider the power of positive affirmations. These are positive statements that can help you challenge and overcome self-doubt and negative thoughts. They work by replacing negative self-talk with positive self-talk. For instance, instead of saying, I can't do this, you could say, I am capable and strong and I can handle this. Thirdly, never underestimate the power of a supportive network. Reach out to friends, family, mentors, or anyone who lifts you up. Share your feelings and thoughts. Often, just talking about your self-doubt can help diminish its power. Remember, you don't have to face this alone. Lastly, if your self-doubt feels overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists, counselors, and psychologists are trained to help you understand and navigate your feelings. They can provide you with tools and strategies to manage self-doubt and improve your self-esteem. Remember, overcoming self-doubt is not a one-time event, but a journey. It takes time and practice. Don't be too hard on yourself if you stumble along the way. It's part of the process. These practical steps can help you manage and overcome self-doubt, but they're not a magic cure. If you find that despite your best efforts, you're still struggling, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're failing or weak. It just means you may need a little extra help, and that's perfectly okay. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You are not alone in this journey. So, what can we take away from our talk today? Well, we've journeyed through understanding self-doubt, seeing it as that nagging voice that often undermines our potential. It's that voice that tells us we're not good enough, we're not capable, we're not worthy. But remember, we're not defined by this voice. We've also identified the concept of negative self-talk. It's those harsh, self-critical thoughts that seem to have a knack for creeping up when we least expect them. Yet we've learned that we can counteract this by practicing self-love and positive affirmations. Then we delved into practical steps to overcome self-doubt. This involves acknowledging our feelings, challenging our negative thoughts, and seeking help when needed. It's crucial to remember that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength and self-awareness. You are worthy, you are enough, and you have the power to overcome self-doubt. Remember, it's okay to feel, but it's also okay to seek help.